Welcome to Cheap Controls. We make videos on things that we struggled with, hoping to help you so you don't. Consider subscribing and hitting that bell. We are adding content to cheapcontrols.com so you can download some extra documents used in this video. Consider joining the new Cheap Controls group on Facebook so you can stay in better contact with us. In this video I'm going to go over how to dynamically change the color of an object on a Nextion display based on something you're monitoring on the Arduino, and have the Arduino send the codes to make the change on the Nextion display. I'm going to start with just a blank Nextion display. This is going to be a fairly simple example. I've got a potentiometer set up to an Arduino, and I'm going to measure the voltage in an analog input, and as you increase the voltage I'm going to make a progress bar expand across the screen. And then I'm going to add a text box down here just to make something else change just for fun. There won't be any functionality to this all. It's all going to be controlled by the Arduino. So I'm going to go ahead and upload it to the device. As you can see, it's completed. I'm going to go back to the Nextion IDE for a second. You have to remember that the ID of the progress bar is J0 and the ID of the text box is T0, so that we can write to them from the Arduino. The other thing is as the progress bar moves up, we're going to have it change color. So I need to know some colors that, or how to do the colors that Nextion understands. We're going to start with green, then go to yellow, and then end on red. In order to do this, you have to go down here and look at what they consider to be variables, and the green is 1024, so you need to note that. And then we'll need to find a yellow, and if you click on here, the yellow is 6504 or 65504, and we'll get the red next. The red is 63488. If you want to find colors, you can always click select here. It brings up this box, and then using this box you can select any of these colors over here, or you could go over to this palette and get some random color. And then once you've picked the color you want, you add it to your custom colors and you click OK. And then it put it up here, and it gives you the number right here. And that's how you get the color or the number that you'll need to identify that color later on when we get into the Arduino. I'm going to switch to the Arduino coding now. We're going to start with two separate values, or two separate variables. One is going to be the value that's on the pin where the potentiometer is set. We'll just call that one pin value. And we can set it to 0 right now just for reference. The second that we do a reading on it, it's going to change. The other one is going to be the current value of the progress bar. In the setup we just need the serial. Now down here in the main loop, we're just going to get the current value of the pin, and I'm currently plugged this into the analog pin 0, so it's just A0. I didn't worry about setting this up on a variable and assigning it to that pin because I'm only going to read it once. Now if this pin reads in at a value of 0, it doesn't read it in voltage, it doesn't read 0 to 5. It breaks it down even further, so the value is 0 to 1024. Well, our progress bar only goes to 100, so I'm going to divide that number by 10 so that at 1024 we're going to get around 100, and 0 should still be a 0. That way I can spin the potentiometer and use the whole value of the progress bar. If this fails, it's because I didn't put parentheses around the whole thing, but I don't think I need to for this. Now, the only time we need to do anything is if the pin value is not equal to what the gauge value currently is. So we're gonna see if they're not equal to each other, then we're going to continue on and make a change. And the first thing we're going to want to do here is whatever our value of that we're reading on that pin, we want to assign it to the value of the gauge. We've already determined that they're not equal. At this point we have to change the value of the gauge. And the ID of the gauge is J0. Then we set it equal. We need to turn that value that we collected into a string. I did forget one thing. Once we enter here so that we can compare it the next time through, we have to set the gauge value equal to the pin value. Otherwise it would just loop this over and over and over. We don't want it to go through this if they're equal. Now, if you remember, we have to put those FFs in. And you have to remember that you need print for the first part, but we want serial write for the next part because we're just trying to send in the hex character. What we've accomplished so far is we're adjusting the value of the gauge based upon the value of the potentiometer. I'm going to go ahead and upload this at this point and make sure that it's working. And it's a good thing I did, because I started calling it gauge value instead of progress value. So I need to come up here and copy this. And now I'll run it again. I was having trouble deciding whether I was going to go with a gauge or a progress bar, and I felt that the progress bar would show up better on the video. And I need to change the receive pin on the Nextion over to the transmit pin on the Arduino. You can see that the gauge goes up and down as I turn the knob. You notice it's jittery. I have a feeling that the potentiometer that I'm using is pretty cheap, so it's probably oscillating a little bit. I've just got a cheap one, and I just have it alligator clipped to it. I don't believe that'll be an issue going forward, but we'll find out. Also, if you remember, I divided it by 10, and that appears to be working too. If the gauge is less than 30, we want to do something different than if it's greater than 70, let's say. So we're going to do a test here. Okay, I'm going to open back up the Nextion Display because I need to show you what it is we're going to be changing. Okay, so what we've done is we've made it so we can adjust this going back and forth, but we want to change the color. If you look down here where we set the color, believe that this stands for primary color, and this one up here is the background color, because you can see that it's gray. We're not going to do anything with the background color, but you could. We're going to change the primary color. And then on the text, we have the same thing, background color and primary color. And we also have the text itself, TXT. We're going to change that. Really just need to remember PCO and TXT. Of course, and then we'll need to remember JO and TO to the Arduino now. Okay, so if the progress bar is less than 30, we want to change the color of it. I'm just going to copy this. Pop it in here. In this case, we want to change the PCO, or we want to keep it at that green color, which is 1024. And we can delete all of this. We're just setting the PCO equal to 1024 if it's less than 30. I also want to change the text color. To the green also, so we change this just to T0, and we can change the text color. Here we're going to do an else if. I'm going to copy this again. And if it's greater than 70, then we want to do all this again, but we want to make it red. And that's 63488. And then finally, if it's neither one of those, we want it to be yellow. So in any other case, we're going to do this one more time. And yellow is 65504. Now I did a lot of cutting and pasting on that one, so I'm just going to compile this. I'm actually going to be a little shocked if this works the first time. And it did change to yellow. I'm going to adjust the dial now. Red, and it should go back to green. I kind of like that jitter a little bit. And just to finish this off, we're going to change the text that's displayed just to show you how to do that. It's a little tricky because you have to include the quotes within quotes. So I'm going to copy this TO statement, put it back in, and we change this to TXT because we're going to change the text of the TO, and in this case it's green. What you do is you put a backslash and the quote, and that tells the compiler to ignore that quote and just send it as part of the string. And then we'll do it at the end here, because we have to surround whatever we put in here. So we'll put all clear. I'm going to take this same line and this one we're going to put run. The core is melting. Ah! And then we've got to do one more time down here for the intermediate. And this one, oh no. I'm just going to send it this time without compiling. We'll cross your fingers. Oh no. Ah, run, run. All clear. I guess not quite long enough for that. But I think you get the gist of this. So that's how you send commands and change colors based upon Arduino information. There are ways to do it within the Nextion itself. You could use a timer and you could check variables, and then you could assign and change the color based upon that. Or not check variables, but check values. Lots of ways to accomplish these tasks using these devices, and part of the fun is figuring out which way you like best or which way is easiest for you. Well, that's about it for this video. If you like what you saw, consider giving me a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.